Okay, and since we're on the topic of Disney, do you guys want to comment on the shitstorm of Black Ariel?
I saw people change the color of the skin. That's just stupid. As a person of color, let me tell you, I think it's great. I think more representation, the better. I'm tired of seeing white people all the time. No offense, white people. So, what do you think, Adam?
For me, it's one of those things where you have lots of African stories. You have Ananze and a lot of those. I mean, why do they have to redo an old IP? Why don't they just do a new IP? That's what I don't get.
Oh, please, yes.
You know, like why do you have to take a movie that you already have and redo it and then change up the characters? Why don't you just do a new story?
I think it's good, right? It's for so many years. We again growing up in South Africa, pre-apartheid times, I watched TV shows with white protagonists. I'm like, oh my god, right? If I was white, I'd have superpowers like the Flash. Because I watched the original Flash in the '90s. Yes, that is what I thought, Adam. And I think it's not fair, right? Why should they have to make new IPs? Like people watch this growing up. It's time for more representation. As a kid, you're watching this stuff, you're absorbing it. You're like, it's why am I different? Why do I look different? Why is this person like this with long hair? Why does this person get all this stuff? And I think it's nice, right? So some black girl in Tennessee somewhere can say, "Oh my God, I can beat the Little Mermaid." It's
You can do a Green Lantern movie with a black guy. One of the Green Lantern was a black
He's
guy.
black guy. Yes, John Stewart.
I think for me, I think the Jon Stewart thing is a good example because Jon Stewart is not Hal Jordan, right? Hal
Sure.
Jordan is Hal Jordan. Jon Stewart is Jon Stewart. They're two different people. It's not a remake. You're not just swapping the color of a character and then getting the audience that you're not taking an established audience and you're like, okay, we know these people are into it. We know they're gonna pay for it, so we're just gonna throw this name on it just to get those people in. You know what I mean? You're creating something new.
It's time for men to take the back seat and let women be the charge in TV shows and movies and video games, like Forspoken as a good example as well.
Yes, but
But
if it makes
Forspoken is a
sense.
new IP.
Exactly.
But my point is, it's new IPs don't have the same resonance as old IPs do.
No, they don't.
Exactly, and it's for like a kid growing up right now watching The Little Mermaid and being a person of color is going to have much greater impact because, right, as much as people don't believe it, TV, video games do impact you psychologically in some sense, right? It varies from person to person, right?
Yeah.
And that's why it has to be a person of color. It should not be. It's time for diversification in TV and media and video games. And I disagree. New IPs are great, but I think we still need to change existing IPs.